21.1. What are you most excited about in this release?
So many things. Let's walk through some of the features. The most popular one is the support of HTTPS WebSocket tunneling. It allows server to tunnel Draco remote calls through TCP port 443 using OmniOrb 4.3 for Pro and Go connections, bypassing port 5003. A year ago, November 2023, we released this feature for FileMaker Server on Ubuntu 22 OS. The feedback was, wow, we want this feature, especially on Windows. June 2024, we added to FileMaker Go. September, we added to FileMaker Cloud. Now, November 2024, we are proud to offer this for Windows, macOS, Ubuntu 22, and FileMaker Cloud. You can turn on HTTPS tunneling regardless of the FileMaker client and FileMaker host. We have an engineering blog called HTTPS Tunneling Everywhere in FileMaker 21.1. Many thanks to our Tokyo partners for their help on Windows.
I love that. And I really can't wait to try this for Windows. It's a really powerful new feature.
Do and let us know what you think.
Okay, I will. And can you show me how I would enable this?
Let's take a look. First, on FileMaker Pro, for Windows, go to Edit, Settings, select HTTPS Tunneling, restart FileMaker Pro. On macOS, see the right side of the screenshot. Go to Settings, select HTTPS Tunneling, restart FileMaker Pro. Then, let's go to the server side. For FileMaker Server, you go to Admin Console and only Admin Console. You toggle the button to enable HTTPS tunneling, then restart FileMaker Server. Simple, right?
Yeah, it's just really seriously a number of checkboxes or toggles. So that's great. And like I said, I'm really excited to have this on Windows. That's a game changer. Security is really important to everybody. How does this feature, how would you talk about the security of this related to this feature?
This feature boosts security and reliability because we leverage Nginx on Windows and Apache on macOS as reverse proxies. They handle client requests to server, keeping everything safe and encrypted. For Nginx on Windows, we provide an admin console web page, just like JDK for WebDirect. This feature opens up new IT deployment scenarios for FileMaker.
Yeah, I'm really happy to see that FileMaker is using this newer technology of Nginx and moving away from Microsoft IIS. I know it definitely makes my job easier when I'm talking to, IT departments, and we can talk about the modern technology that's related to FileMaker. So thank you.
Yeah, Nginx is a popular choice for newer deployment these days. Now, Kate, have you used the Let's Encrypt feature?
Yes, we have. We've been using it for Linux and Mac servers. I know I would really love to see this feature on Windows.
Working on it. Thanks for the confirmation. Check out our next ETS whenever it comes out. So next, 21.1 support macOS Sequoia and iOS 18. And trust me, we'll do our best to support Apple Intelligence soon. We are now using OpenSSL 3.3. It provides stronger encryption and address known vulnerabilities. Looking ahead, OpenSSL 3.3 supports HTTP 3 and will enable it when it's ready. This is a good place to let everybody know that we did so much behind the scene to move FileMaker to newer technology like Java 17, Xcode 16, Nginx, OpenSSL 3.3, Node.js, Thrift, OmniOrb, Tomcat, and a long list. People don't need to know the long list. Just upgrade and enjoy a better version of FileMaker.
I'm really glad you mentioned that because I do think we often focus on the visual big new features, but there's so much happening under the hood that makes the platform stronger and better. So
Yes.
moving on to the FileMaker Admin Console, I'm really impressed with the number of improvements in the Admin Console. I know there have been improvements to the schedule management and the log viewer. I really love this feature, Open Last Database at FileMaker Server Startup. That is, oh, that's just really, really helpful. And
Mhm.
I also like the new database, the folder structure with subfolders and being able to filter files by folders. Yeah, that is really helpful. So thank you.
And on top of that, there are two important changes here. One, there's no data API data limit in 21.1. On server dashboard, in both FileMaker license and data API settings, you see they're all unrestricted. But cloud still have limit in case you want to know. The second one, in the admin console dashboard, you see the number of connections for data API. It is right above the number of connections for ODBC, JDBC, and script engine. We give admin a clear view of what's connected at this dashboard, even though it's unlimited.
I really like that addition. It's a nice place to see it and get a snapshot there. And again, like I think removing those limits to the data API and the OData API are they're really going to help, incentivize more people to use it and take advantage of that technology, which is so powerful.
Absolutely.
So the next item on the list is multiple scheduled backups concurrently. Now, I know a couple years ago there was this new feature called parallel backups, and that was introduced. Are these related?
Yes, as an extension of parallel backup, admin can run multiple backup schedules concurrently as long as the backup file set don't overlap. Before we have parallel backup run one after another, sequential. With parallel backup, two or more separate backup file sets can run at the same time. Now, different backup schedules can run concurrently as well.
That's impressive. And would you say if I have this feature enabled, that my backups would run more smoothly or with more reliability?
Yes, in engineering words, FileMaker Server uses traditional machine learning to group file sets during transaction commits, allowing multiple file sets to be backed up in parallel. You can see much better throughput.
So what's the trick? How do I enable this feature?
Oh, that is simple. Just enable parallel backup in the backup setting, like this one.
Okay, so that's easy, just another toggle
Yep.
and enable that on the server.
Mhm.
And I love how you said that, FileMaker server uses machine learning to do the file sets during transaction commits. It
Mhm.
sounds like machine learning has been a part of FileMaker for a while,
Yes.
well before deep learning.
Smart engineering, right?
Yeah, definitely.